Okay, the next one's from Hughie.
Ooh, this is going to be good.
The subject is Tony Schiavone causing problems for AEW. So a few months back, I had well-respected, heavily liked, and fact-based wrestling journalist Brad Shepard.
Ooh.
That's all fake news, by the way. That whole first line. That's Husey trying to be funny again. All right, on my podcast, I don't have to give the name. I'm sure my great friend Conan will give it a plug soon. He's a good buddy.
Not true either.
Yeah, one of the things we spoke about was Tony Schiavone possibly causing some heat for AEW. If you listen to his show, What Happened When, Tony and Conrad made a whole bunch of jokes about all the good stuff, such as race, sexual preference, and gender. Now, we know that they're just joking around and don't mean what they say, but the AEW fan base is such a bunch of triggered snowflakes, beta-cuck soy boy bitches with tits and beards, and just want to be offended by stuff. So do you think that Tony and Conrad's jokes may cost him a job once the marks have run out of stuff to pretend to be offended by? P.S. The greatest Christmas gift I got this year was from Conan, and that was a gift of eternal friendship.
That's not true.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, that's not true.
Hughie stick is so brutal.
Okay, do you have any of these
I have no clue
jokes?
what they said.
Since I know you read these before you put them out there, do you have any clips of this? Because I don't know what he's talking about.
No, and actually there was problems before where people emailed some things that Tony said on the show to whatever baseball, the Gwinnett Braves or whatever it is, Disco.
Right.
And so he actually stopped engaging on Twitter for a while due to that. And I think they cleaned up their act a lot after people started doing that kind of thing, emailing.
What do you think about people that try to get people's jobs? If somebody says something wrong, you try to get them to lose their job.
Like posting a clip and tagging people they work with or something like that?
Or just trying to, you go after, if somebody makes a misstep, you become the harbinger of justice and try to get them fired from their job.
I think it's be fired from jobs all the time. So.
You do?
No, people try to get me fired from jobs all the time.
What?
They'll call a place and be like, that girl does porn, you should kick her off your show.
Well, what type of person does that? Do you know anybody personally that's done that before?
Anonymous motherfucker, I don't know.
Because I know
Anonymous.
I've seen Bix and Span and Satin and these guys, try to tag sponsors and stuff, try to get people fired. Bro, I've always just thought people like that is like
bitch-made shit, bro.
Who would want to hang out with people like that?
Not only that, if you're going to do that, you know that maybe one day you may run into one of them or one of their boys, and not everybody is going to let you get away with it. So you're also treading very lightly on that line.
Plus, people that try to report other people like that tend to have quite a few skeletons in their own closet. And then what happens is, it comes back to you.
Here's the saying I always tell people, and I think it's hard to argue with, is that if you're going to judge people by every word that's come out of their mouth for their whole lives, just look in the mirror and start with that person. Because if you think that you're fit to judge others for things that they say, then you need to figure out are you fit to you be judged too. And nobody passes that test. So we have this whole society of people that sanctimonious people that think that they're perfect, and they're obviously not, trying to get other people in trouble for things that they say, and like they've said stuff in their past too that I think that they'd probably like to apologize for. I just don't. I have very little respect for people like that. I don't understand what the point is. If somebody says something I disagree with, it's like, I'm gonna try and get you fired. Come on, that's ridiculous.
But do you think though that, because it seems like with AEW especially, which I'm a big fan of, they first went with JR and that didn't work, and then there was the Nyla Rose shit and that didn't work. So it just seems like they always need an issue. And could Tony Schiavone doing like Asian voices on the podcast be the thing that gets him fired?
I don't know.
I don't think
Is that what he was doing? Imitating Asian people? Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
That's probably going to get him heat.
They make some dirty jokes and shit like that. They basically do like a comedy show, like a risque comedy show. So, but I don't think so.
Tony Schiavone's they don't talk about wrestling. It's a comedy show.
They do, but it's very, very like just like that, like a risque comedy, like commenting on matches. It's not like Eric's show where it's kind of business and serious. Tony.
So the AEW fan base got on Conrad.
They've got
no. I'm saying that they might come after them because they'll need an issue soon.
A new scapegoat. Well, I said,
1,000% they will.
They did go after Tony before.
Conan, they tried to go after Jericho for having fucking, what's the guy's name?
Trump Jr.
Yeah, Trump Jr. on, and they were all trying to call him, oh, he's a racist, he's a Nazi, supporting all that shit.
Did you hear when we had Jericho on or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the things that we discussed. One of the things that I do hate is as you know, I'm apolitical, but what I do hate about the left, and there's a lot of things I hate about the right too, but I do hate about the left is the hypocrisy of you got to do it their way. Or if not, it's okay for them to bully you. Okay, so they don't like to be bullied, but if you don't follow their mantra, they will bully the fuck out of you. And they'll try to get you canceled, fucking, that's mob mentality where you're getting fired and shit like that. What I don't like about them is they won't talk to the right. And so what I did like about Jericho is he had Trump on. He spoke to him. He's an important person in politics. Doesn't matter if Trump's a dickhead, which he is, but he fucking had a discussion with him. There's nothing wrong having a discussion with your opposition as long as it's civil.
I think
I just talked to Disco.
Right.
Listen to this.
Exactly.
Listen to this.
Disco, you worked a fucking show that I was fucking fired from because of porn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they fired you for being. They should have hired you. You put a draw.
No, because some parent, aka some salty person's mom, called up and like.
I can tell you who it was. Want me to tell you who it was?
No, don't say it out loud.
Friend of the show, Jay George. Go ahead.
No, he didn't get me fired.
He didn't get you. No, he confided in me when he drove me back to the airport that he was behind that. He got you fired.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Felicia, I meant.
Listen,
I'm trying to.
I could either broken up or fucking back together, but I would never talk shit about him. He's always been one of the most loyal people, even when we broke up. So shut up about that.
Hey,
We're busting his balls. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Hughley.
I was just going to join in, but you cut me off. Never mind.